Biana, what you know, say, or tea, assembly, Tina, sorry, me, many kakra. But to our next topic, yes, Abena korkor, aka Abakoko, or Wana or the Leicester Bar, or Wa University or Corner or Bonnie when the Jack, and you can buy a scene of a school post, being will be in a drew near and Tiasia. A chian, my maiden movie by any who say, oh, okay, or bipolar. I feel the old one or the Leicester Bar, and now we have me. And now this one has Jimmy, and now they have Jimmy. Listen to it. What was I did you another? And is there a way around it? Because I looked at someone about psychology. I should have been ill. That is one side of him. Imagine again, I was asking you. Counselor,
I don't know. Okay, and TM said, I'm not going to issue, you know. Come here, correct to say, it told me, she can't say, we be a friend about a minute here. And now, only a bit feeling the panic of insania. To me, a funny son no home. Now, Sabio, you didn't quite see yourself. Now, Ubia say, and Sana. And I thought to give us Sano.
We could to make sure that man and number on Saka cannot make conversation.
Aha, I say, we are not some of Fancher, one who's a son here. Or Bonnie,
one be son of me, dinner lesson, so most of you be self.
Said you know, say, 100 and yet, and I would bloggers in the university, bloggers list about. But Kofi, I'm not korkor. Most of us, you're betting in car announcement in net in come by. As soon later, son, I can be I in a drew nature who say, Yaria. Na Yarian so young friend Yanipa. Na Yaria na Yanina, you 2 more. Your Maya Tiasia, korkor, and Jim drew. I did be a friend, bipolar. Now, bipolar no, one of the a mental illness by a friend in maniac depression. You can't depression simply understanding your anger turn upside down. And depression is part of one of the mental disorders. And it will be bipolar. Yet me say one of the mental disorders and a mental illness. And it's a bipolar and a bayano wadia. Naturally say, Yebeka say, oh, a dream yare. Now, bipolar depression, a mawo high mood swing and low mood swing. And the air time say, Nipan bet my moody. Still, a part of the science, let's say, yare in quote, aba. And an nipan bet my hyper. Nenyaji or casabebre. I know such as say yare napa. What difference? And yare, yes, son. But a yare, you manage. To say obinya malaria. Malaria, unya malaria. A yare, yama drew ufa. And chile unya malaria ni bu. Ebe fiaba. Tuntum nya wo kwan. Sina wo sui. Tatu. Ghana for Kofi is the most fattest young man I've ever met. Everything I saw, baby, Muntuntum nya wo rea. Enti feeling na nipa nya no. Yama we draw. Emma utumi arrest man nerves no e calm me down. Say na be a string you know e be normal na wait me recover because what that now we mood swing be more. Them they know we are called sleep. I bet my deep sleep of 72 hours or less than 72 hours or 48 hours. And I rest. I say obi awaye gidi wo hospital wo psychiatric. I say I born a draw any draw money bia just to calm the nerves down. Your onchrophobia or depression and now swinger almost fair draw one say ushi obi a draw kito go to him. I say I'm coming. Me who say what could you be interview after draw that. on person be off board bebre me no go find nkomo me need nkomo no call me call University of Ghana ekoye show me need asoko ekoye show outdoor show but ye show no na get bit show no e na nya mo okeka se na otutuma o quiet na onye quiet no then pe adwuma me ye e na de sua kakra ya ye no me hu se bibi enko yie e wona brabo enti ewie show na ye no say you want to take a picture e no o can send me say me I want to take a picture with you but if you don't stand quiet I will hold your neck. Tisa agro or they become a share. And I'm saying, hey, what's that? And I'm saying, why didn't you take your medicine? Why didn't you take your medicine? I had to make me sleep. Straight. And I'm trying to feel all echo in the car. And they started in so the dean, like the authorities, are they aware? Say, or bipolar disorder now. Or see, nobody knows. And I'm saying, so your family make University of Ghana campus. So the family has brought this girl up there. And then David Mekato say, most of the people that might commit suicide in Yamanya, jumping wall in Yamanya, and Bebreno, they have clinical issues that the family are aware. But yet, exists stigmatization into Yanka. Mission Abena korkor. And chair last month or so.
And I didn't listen.
But it's a conversation, guys. Say, Bombu and Mr. Media, son, I'm that man. Me create show is so bad and Temuama. The word is Papa Samuel. That man, I fear him. I don't want to get closer to him. Meaning, the just said, you mean that, but he has her own reasons. If you are my and send a TNT. And to ambition crowd, Transan or Shedda by your pon or so Shedda. And yes, a car Simbia. And to be share your income, but Obahono. The other interview, not a per se or co. Salis Nassem, because Salis 5 years ago, they were told. Yeah, call this Nassem, or see on Calis Nassem, Wabe can't up a honcho, and there's no need of talking about it. You didn't come a drone Nassem or find a drone and clinical history of Antonio, but the best we can say, and yeah, yes, sir. A yada, you manage. And a nipan any beer na or ye bibia. Mo ben no. And I said, when you come na yeshe. Abena korkor dear no. High ni low ni nyina to me ba. And to wait my share na what make you up come on. What shall we come efe? Ebia. My. Na so adwene say sebio or what jim we are no. Colors na why na ni jim no pe loud colors. What we say ya na ba. Eti yade a ebit ma bo bia. Ene bipolar. Yade obit ma bo bia. Ebi na ye nyina ya jatun. Abena korkor abena nu aka se bi won so. Ogie ya be hwa ofedru. Onu empo no wa form me bro for din say could I call it an NGO or whatever?
Yeah, an NGO foundation.
Foundation bia or they ebo ankrofo advocating for mental health issues, stigmatization and all this kind of blah blah. And she's going far with it. Even though America chain will show no so say she's the wrong person to have such a foundation. I told her straight, and I'll say it every day, that the fact that you are suffering from a mental problem, that you are managing it, doesn't give you the right to be the best person to have it.
It's a mental problem, not problem.
It's a mental problem.
Problem.
Problem. Okay, uti blo. Kafra, say China America.
Okay.
Me chiamu nyina wo koma se me ba mo ye fan aduane pa bia na ni wa ni pa be di. Koma se guru e ku be aduane ni. Sa se wan ni me kama se ma chiama. Enti Kofi. Enye wo na betime gina akona no asebe kan ye say she's not supposed to be. Enti nyam me ka se nyam na o ye ni nyina emboa no. Ena e ade se aban ni mo na ya na obi o ye say enye me ka chem. O be kan no kra ye nyina gina na ka chem. No se o enye sa na ina si no. Me ense so ye. Metiwe said you mini diabetes, mini asthma, but more foundation for asthma diabetes. Me cerebral palsy person, but me more foundation. These are the things we do. These are the lectures we do. You just me I didn't get some of it. And the Abena korkor or yale ne ba eko eni mi. Ena busuafo ni, but me di ebusuafo ho yawo. say ampa say anytime I obe relapse ya na ayale no ba no kasa se no kasa ya ento asum ya na say busuafo omu hu signs e kire se omu ba ya de na ba na
I say busua no team police in 24/7. Oh yes, I do on Facebook. I don't quite share them. Even if the family is there, no share them, no the phone, no shall say about lister. It's difficult.
No, you won't say it's difficult. Many
Very difficult.
Me will buy a for many one who bow. You will buy a for. Yes, because me buy a for. And I only want to chat. And I'm going to say you high and low swing. One in it na chat. Eba wouldn't. And I'm here for 2 miles. Eba the same I mean who say girl now or what campus no. The devil for you any idea and then say me who say on fair. And I'm a dinner chisa and you may know. Me dinner chisa they call hall. And I'm a customer saying who draw offer. Now no fat 3 different kinds of address so far within some this because in the range you know high. And I'm yes, and I'm like, why don't you tell your friend who's your friend? And our friend enough to be by. And I'm saying enough to say, she says your phone say yes. Yes, comes like my friend. When I'm saying, she know be a ding come on baby, then I should call. And I almost excuse you because I guess for time that it's not everybody to me excuse you when I'm young because I'm catching them say A B C D E. And I don't know for me say yeah, or so catching this, not catching this what I'm going to. Their friend was shocked, or then I campus with me. And I guess one no fana be say and say ni ma memo on one number. And I blah na gear no say yes I have about this man say no me say na who to say no me to be free na who to say but the family even didn't tell the closest friend on campus. Now I'm saying it is not anything obe can so slow say we stigmatize them on man starting fan e do na say na be ya ye fa din in kasa it's na make say most of our counseling centers in our schools no enye counseling centers reporting centers enti emma ade ne ko reporter as if to say when they get to know what is wrong with you they will stigmatize you. And to be so the school says here our counseling section, there's a counseling sector, counselor who are GS. Yes, they go and study the thing. But the environment is not conducive enough for people to walk through. How many offices in this country that the human resource directors, they have places that are for counseling in our offices? Should have a company be our qua. Who wants to see a label gate now, counselor. Human resource for your mom counseling. And they are worse. Because the human resource manager o kona ko cheche mu kire no pose wanya ade bi say na depression we are o pe we yiwa kofie ana ye ma obi we ne dam number we ne kusia like it's there they stigmatize you so human resource manager na kasa do na so wo yale na so ye so the our setup have not really embraced the help of counselors and psychologists in our system. As for the psychiatrists in the HU crowd, but there are 3 kinds. We have the psychiatric, we have the psychologists, and we have the counselors. And psychiatric was a big call, dance obinia problem as you, doctor, doctor, no, asylum, one go. You can't say asylum down, no, you say we are sick because we don't understand what it is. And our curriculum is not explaining it to, and we are not ready to explain to people. But we are living with them. You know the way they behave. You know their signs. You know when they are bathing more than necessary. Because it's a high and low. Or drying more than necessary. Or drying 3 times. And then we're going to feel, once you go to work, I feel, no, don't know for a week. It weakens you because you are supposed to keep your mood swings down. And your family must also be questioned. Why constantly we are having Abena korkor coming back and forth when we claim she has relapsed? Because for me, it comes to a time that I respect the fact that she has a clinical issue. But you maybe I'm to say, baby, no, I am clinically, and yet condition or the other. For me, because what not sure so I can't hear me say, oh, can one save you? Go a pound chow. And I saw, okay, yes. Your year when we and I said, one apology Friday. Apology then okay. Obia I can't send me a how be anyway be a bro be a sorry. But when you use but no credit macan. I mean what are we talking about? So Abena korkor will have a mental issue. But we believe it said and Crofona or Canin Yamano. The family is supposed to police their daughter. Today she's mentioning names. Today she has Facebook. I pray that one day she will not harm herself. Yes. I pray she won't harm herself. Because some can say, or shall it them no where she could also get herself and get to a position where she's so much depressed that she will do something that will harm herself. That could be a mentally baby or feeling depressed. Or say Okasa. Or say one of the most therapeutic times in her life is talking to Delay. Which was an interview here, you know. What I say? So there's something that the family should see. Abena korkor. No matter how Phyllis said she has an NGO, she's doing what? Yeah, grant. One time, Mikatan was an interview granted. But say, or Kasa will interview more. Or Kasa ye. What I say? It will enjoy you. Maybe sit down, Kasa. I don't want to talk about that list of people again. Honami who said she's conscious of what she's doing. And talk on discuss here.
Then oh, then am I because no different mood and all the kind. Now, course, I shall say a banner so. I realize it's a my year.
Say back now 5 years later. Yes. Every more of would you and 5 years. Because time about first one, could you answer them? Me what? A friend. A coconsa ambem. What must say? 80 games be obey more kind of way. It was a fresh thing. So after that time, no, and Grove was still you know. And now Grove no be sorry to say they're taking nobody's taking advantage of our black coal. You just as a man come. Because we are painting a picture and say, Nipa no wa dwum yare, and Grove e fa na dwum yare ho awe no enya no kure. Ni mood time wa or what yare ni mu no. Obi anwe no. What I say? Last week obi sending trouble be more. Me need to otie ya. Get on letter by or say wabo. And a boy no atafre na say for 30 minutes. And I be say obi a wabo. I want to catch a boy ni so boy when you are there. Boy need the teacher on 90. What to make calculate 30 minutes? What's you know what that up and down because it's about the chain. Why refuse sex? Why oppose? And you say you are not duress, but you are cautious, even though now says a wabble. You want to be a seer, you know, I am far being common, sir. And first say people are taking advantage of Abena korkor's your friend mental problem. It's not true. No.
Could it be said, Abia or common maybe man to be able to peg herself up to a different level? Now, wakakope
on a show or say naturally she loves sex. What keeps her going? See, one of the things that one of her fantasies are sex. But on beme beyond in that Ushiana on no be damn with feelings on one. And you know, I say I do the F on them. Naturally, so, maybe they say when people you see somebody is taking advantage of somebody, it means the person is higher. So, what was Samia Gooding because or higher until they're using a political influence to because Asabi are angry and no. Let's be very careful here. In the first place, Obian will the time and yariaba.
Moving abroad normal.
And to win a normal, and you know, to be back cancer now, or performance there. Because the alien with your best and who's a performance there. Or best with the size of your dick. Yalium Robinson would be a leaking at what I say. This is the best liquor in the world. There's a Eugene, Miss and no say a pet. The mechanic was a more guitar general. Was a Debba maker. Like more self-control in leaking. The detail of Obio say you have the record. And you have all the record of the men you are having sexual intercourse with. May say the word we are taking advantage of should be deleted from our system. None of the people that she has mentioned are people that are taking advantage of. And on some year count, everyone did that 5 years ago, Titin Crawford. Why is she's still having sex with the fresh people? Because the first list the buyer. Could you ask him what I say? And I could consult some okay, yeah. And I call the assembly. First one, kill the assembly. So there are fresh people you are going out with. And it's a disgrace for a woman to come and speak about your sex life in public. Oh, baby, what dream you do? I will nyansa munu ye normal. I will ye papa. Bema forward. Ye can abonti. I shall focus to become bema mafawo. Or to make us be a family. But be a one no air casse, Kofia Doma, the Magda. On me, ye say, maybe ye say. No, it's not normal behavior. What if he gave us? Abena korkor asem odiaba. Yes, or ya there, or ya there sem, or wa bi mun sem. The troubles are there. Ye gia to move, but the family is part of the problem of Abena korkor. She is their asset. Abena korkor is not disgracing anybody. I don't think this thing awa yewe. Ebema entokwesi ebosua bi mu. But senya mischieva. Abena korkor, in all her mental issues, it's become mischievous for me. Watch it. Listen to the video. And Konkonsa, for example, Eugene Cancer. Then you go back and say, I'm talking about Victoria Lebenet's husband. What are we talking about?
More adjectives to qualify them now.
What are we talking about?
More adjectives to qualify them now.
What is the importance of qualifying that now?
For distinction.
For what?
So we say, okay, we assemble.
No, but your friendship with Nkokonsa was not after marriage. It's a long-standing friendship. When you say Nkokonsa, we all know Nkokonsa. When you say Eugene, we know. So why do you bring the wife inside? It's because you have some level of mischief. Now look at Kojo Jansen. Kojo Jansen is having sexual intercourse with you. Say it and go. But you come and tell us that he's sleeping with another Nabwa. He's sleeping with Lydia Forcing. And you tell us that even another Nabwa, you know he's not going to mind another. It's mischievousness. A deliberate attempt to use your mental issues to disgrace and degrade other people. Because we can't sue you because we think you have a clinical challenge. But you destroy people and go like that. And we are quiet. Yes, you're done. Whoever you, and you be who are you. And you be who are you because
Whoever evaporate.
And you evaporate you. So we should be careful. Now, like I said, Asabi is the only right person because he supported me, not with money, but with knowledge in my head, but never did anything to me. But the rest of the people, when I seduce them, even when they are, so you come in to seduce people. So you have a mind. So you have an agenda. So Asabi Anya, it doesn't make him the best man among the other men. Self-control is not one real. Some time ago, we saw a Bible. It's brofu. Every psychology. Let me imagine say self-control you'll be a when we bar 1 real we jump here. Who bar now we are and lose your self-control. Okay, so go and read the division of self-control. It is not allowing your desire to overcome your decision. So, many obedawa, na me lock it down now, self-control. Many obedana bisa say are you ovulating, self-control. Many obeda na me share condom, self-control. So self-control is not when you don't want to, because what's the division of self-control? Self-control is the management of your thoughts, the management of your feelings, and the management of your action. So don't come and tell us that yes, it's only Asabi who didn't do it because it's the holy man that. No, don't tell us that. All the men that chop you, they also have self-control. That is why some of them chop you once and they didn't chop you again. But you are using your clinical status for some level of mischievousness to disgrace people. And I think it's high time, Abena Korkor, if you are back, stop the nonsense. Quote me, stop the nonsense. And when I say stop nonsense, nonsense means what you are doing doesn't make sense. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Because you never alluded in your conversation, so be a review. I know, cancer.
No.
And I'm Crawford person almost started again to say, girl, you wouldn't mobile, no, you're for. And I said, I'm Crawford, I won't do bedroom, and Crawford, we ain't paying for crew. No more fat aqualano, so when him saw Yari, no more than that. What are you talking? Obiari didn't die at time and yaba. If you see Abena Korkor here, Kofi, Uber me 2 times. Because Abena Korkor will look forward to or now. Or did honey. If she's going out of her house, she chooses what to wear, that will become very provocative. I might jump. They might make ya know moped than ye to know. And to be two, some baby,
Sorry, actually.
Sir, performance in there. Who could for a cheer and no one in Sano? Now, I tip back who here a to know. Useless people like us. You're fired, Chichiku. Oh. Bema no, you didn't quadra. You're fired, Chichiku. As a bad old crew for a cheek, no cotier, Monsieur Anima, you woman. As a crew or the Obafo Froda, not on ya, they are young boo. And I'll be a tino, meaning performance level. It even could pass some mamma. No, be a cocasse. So now one counselor, you crown. Now look at counselor. Neither so now, what so bad for say, what go out to them, eh? And bounce up a person that I did Jimmy be who say, me press ancassa. May you now. Or no my shedding box, sa dear thing, a you, and that won't to me, park and knuckle. What must say, and to see I have contact or the lunar snow, or the evening who make up a say some soup. And then we will be friend. Say, Nick, I'm sending no audio. Say, I could feel to it now, he has sending audio. Koviadoma. It did not get a never born. Made a make catch them. Obo dinner. One coyam HIV tester. Menel and debut. I said, I don't know the cancer. She's a foolish woman. Abena Korkor. A simple can, and you didn't send you know. And you could not read the dada. I just say you what after the dada. Could you answer worry? Samuel Kuari. And it's all sending audio. Say, one correct tester. You want to destroy your marriage. If your wife can even ask you about this issue of Abena Korkor when they mention your name, your wife is a stupid woman. Are you serious? That you sit me down and mirror. Me nam kroma Crawford the almost appointed me. Never say Kokonsa you no body dimpo. Now I fro I me pese din komo bi. Na ya hwe kwan be fa so. Ayeyi. Anamati say so baby see on Abena Korkor court. Jimmy. Say then. Say wa ba okuru din say wa we no. Enti. Ubenya so baby okuru. Yes in konwa. Yen fresh of war. Ha. Say kwesi adey so fu panyin frɛ wo. If your senior pastor calls you because Abena Korkor has mentioned your name, don't respond to this call. Disrespect him for the first time. Because it's nonsense. It's a useless call. Yet trust it didn't come up. Ah! Then you can. So when you could be a friend say, my friend Eugene mistake or you say when post to I didn't see you. And Abena must have no post to. I didn't see you know a child post you will post to on concert.com. Because what in Benin? The only senior liquor in the country. Leaks to well, Kojon cancer. Kokonsa. But why you deserve now post again? And no be friend say, why is now Kokonsa posting? And I'm saying just had the video. But me come, like I said, wives of the men that the names have popped up, or the names that they are yet to pop up, should not use this to destroy their marriage. Because their fellow girl that was chopped. Let's just worry on 1 year. Say, what you do 1 year? Now, see, I'm again, I'm praying, worry. And we're worrying chair. It's so we are playing korkor after the honeymoon. Mrs. Amma should shut up. I said, don't discuss it, Kofi. We should let people know that within the arbitration, conflict resolution, and managing issues in marriages, Sir Abena korkor audio way, it should not be discussed between wives and their husbands whose name have been mentioned. Number 2, it should not be discussed within political circles. Yeah, first of all, friends, I'm going to say, Charlie, get my bag, get your body, say. No, you should rubbish it. It should not be part of discussions.
We say Abena korkor continue to expose them.
Expose who?
Maybe my boyfriend name will appear there.
Obana. Tell her she's a disgrace.
PSC Nanado.
No, you are a disgrace because you see, even if you say maybe my husband's name will pop up, I will respect your comment. But boyfriend, are you serious? No, are you serious? That a guy is not married to you and he's having sex with you. You are practicing a shower and you are saying that the shower material you're using, when anybody, you hear somebody else is using it. I mean, are you not learning? Tell her that she should write proper things. What boyfriend?
Was it she just capitalizing on her mental status to disgrace her free? Just okay, we free Empress Shanti hand for her. Abena korkor knows what she wants and she gets it. Period. Irene appear. Sarah Pinzo the afterpan and auditory abisiwa or tronipan. Priska Taylor was say this man is funny. When you say counselor has started to go off track. Oliver, your boy, was say counselor Sarah and what sure about yeah. Also, Kofi, don't let him spoil you, Priska Taylor. Non fasa way from another quamping. Was say Adjoa Atta, I tell you. Her UCC mates, she forget those who aren't bipolar. Mame Aiba men try on so. I would did it.
That's what you say. That in Crophobia, I mean, no more popular on Bomudi. So she's up to mischief. The M1 buys a no being a share that you know, Jimmy.
Counselor, whether you like it or not, she'll continue to expose them if they didn't zip their trousers. Hajia Diamond.
Know what I say? Zip what trouser? How many of the men raped Abena korkor? It was consensual sexual intercourse. If you don't get anybody to zip their trouser for you, shut up there. You see, we are making the thing as if to say sexual intercourse is an evil thing. For where? Adult consented to have the act. It has happened. Shut up. Rape, I will go for it and follow her up to everywhere. But this is consensual sexual intercourse, not even your clinical, where your cognitive template has been tapped, not when you are depressed, but when you are normal. Why are you painting a picture to say the member of the called evil? Kofi, none of the people that have sex with Abena korkor has done anything bad.
Empress say best liquor, Listowell, congratulations. Kofi, are you also waiting for your name to be mentioned as well? Abena korkor. Now she blasts brutal. Could do the graft and was say I'm sure some pastors' name day on the list. Abena korkor, don't stop.
No, so if pastors' name day, pastors don't they have male organs? Pastor no da Bonnie Ben why? They be suffer the water why Bonnie Ben. They be a moti ho. They here. They won't leave us. You are sure pastors' names are blasted or your banner bema. It's a fun papa.
PSC and another say counsel literate. Then I can't say him. We trace why you are a disgrace to your wife. Clown.
Shame on you. Nobody's you can't find a husband. You are talking about boyfriend. Shame on you. Now shower so Jesus Wokuru. I shower so Jesus Wokuru.
Junior Slim shop is all con. If can I have a black course number? Me this have permission to give.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm not Kokoda.
Yeah.
I mean, the status here then. This is a confusion and NIMBY. The D people and then the picture they all. Or come for big picture they show. This is MVP flag, NDC flag. Sankrofon no mo nyefe.
Oliver Yabua, what's it by coffee? Which comments are you reading? I sent that hours ago, or they use 2G. Or messages, you have a cost rock cranty, or once I may have say, my cost my coffee, my friend, you are from there, I'm a fafra. Wasn't this man named Day inside the list? Linda says he able to say,
if Abena Korkor mentions my name that I've had sex with her, it will be one of the biggest things that will propel my career.
It should be an achievement.
It's the biggest achievement, though. Kofi, having sex with your wife alone, you don't know your standing sexually. It's women who determine whether we are performing good or not. Yes. So, meanwhile, if I rape Abena Korkor, I'll bow down my head in shame. But I have 3 different dimensions: the counselor, the pastor, and the husband. So when I have opportunity to have sexual intercourse with Abena Korkor, I have elevated and praised husbands. I've elevated the pastoral fraternity. I'm performing here as a pastor. I've also elevated the counseling fraternity. So I'm performing